What's going on, man? Welcome back to another video, man. You know what I'm saying? Just getting off work, man. Today was my day off, man. I decided to go in today on my day off, man. I'm off tomorrow. Then back at it Saturday morning, right? So just trying to, run these numbers up, work all the overtime I can, man. But anyways, speaking of working, right? This is what I want to talk about today, man. Now, before you click off this video, man, all right, before you click off the video, man, let me say this. You have to survive, especially in this economy today, you have to survive working, a 9 to 5, right? That's how we're that's how we're supposed to survive in this economy, to pay our bills and pay our dues and all that, pay our debts off, right? And all that. So don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying, if you got 2 jobs, man, I respect you if you got 2 jobs, right? Have extra income coming in, right? So I just want to get that out the way. I'm an advocate of working a 9 to 5, having a great job, a good job to pay the bills, having a CDL and all that, because I have my Class B, right? And I love my job. I love being a full-time bus operator, and everything. I love, doing what I love to do, picking up passengers, taking them where they, need to get to, talking and interacting with them, right? Just talking to them, man. And, some of them are funny, man. So, but I want to say this, though. I wanted to get out of the way. So here's what I want to say, though. You have to understand that you are more than working a 9 to 5, right? You are more worth than working a 9 to 5, right? God didn't send you here just to work 40 hours a week or so, man. You know what I'm saying? God didn't just, send you here to do that. And I know you guys hate hearing this. I know you guys don't like to hear this. I know, because I know a lot of other content creators been talking about this too, right? But, you know what I'm saying? But it's kind of true though, man. You don't want to have your 9 to 5 take over your life, because that at a point, before I started working, my job I'm in now, I was letting these jobs take over my life, right? I didn't, use my time wisely, right? Every time I would come home from work, I would just come home and lay down, not do nothing, right? Because I was just, I just come home, watch porn, play the game, not actually putting time into not putting time to put in something else, my energy to something else that I can make extra income off of, right? That's why I started this YouTube channel, right? Because I want to grow, I want to grow a business out of my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my job isn't a win all to get all, right? You know what I'm saying? It's not going to make me wealthy. It's not going to, give me the opportunities that I want to, get to, right? I want to be able to travel, right? I want to be able to see the world, right? So I don't want to be just stuck in America and, just traveling maybe once a year. I want to at least travel, I want to start traveling like twice a year, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, start traveling, with family, you know what I'm saying? With the family, because I ain't been on a family trip in a few years now, because I'm locked in. I'm trying to invest to get my own spot and stuff. That's what I'm locked in on right now, right? But, what I'm saying? I want to be able to, take my, go on a trip with my family again, and then start, planning the trip around my birthday, man. I want to be able to go out of town for my birthday, man, and, start, traveling the world, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do. That's a tradition I want to start for myself, start traveling for my birthday. So, but if I want to do that, man, I have to put time into something on the side of my 9 to 5. I have to keep putting time into this to get better at this, so I can start getting monetized, right? Start making some money. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't just depend on my job. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we don't operate, the people, picking, again, I pick up, people to take them where they need to get to. The only reason why bus operates because people don't have transportation to get to where they need to get to, right? So I'm like, okay, You know what I'm saying? What if people start having transportation where they need to get to? We don't need bus operators, man. So we just got to keep it real. But if you work for yourself, if you be your own boss, you put in time in something else on the side of that, then it'll be more fulfilling than just going to work every day, right? Again, I'm an advocate of working a 9 to 5. You need your 9 to 5 to survive, to pay your bills and pay your dues off. But and I'm gonna say this too. I saw a comment on, you know what I'm saying, and I saw a comment one time like, nothing's guaranteed in life, right? Which is true, right? Because my mom, she had her own. She used to be an esthetician, right? She had her own business. She had her own. She had her own building. You know what I'm saying? And she used to have a lot of clients. She used to do lashes, but she had carpal tunnel, right? So she had to stop doing lashes, and she had to go back to a 9 to 5, right? So you're right. So you know what I'm saying, nothing is guaranteed in life, right? But we never know. Sometimes it may work out. You know what I'm saying? But if you at least trying to build on that, God, it may work out for you. You know what I'm saying? It was, what happened to my mom, that was a season. God wanted something different for her. You know what I'm saying? It was just only for a season. You know what I'm saying? It was good while it lasted, right? But, you know what I'm saying, now she has to work a 9 to 5, I hate that. I don't like that for her, but, I think, God's plan is different from our plans, right? So you just never know, man. You got to have a leap of faith to to start your own business, to start a YouTube channel. Just start. You know what I'm saying? Just start, man. You never know. You may be really into it. You may just, you know what I'm saying, you might just start just talk about your story, man. You can if you good at cooking, bro, you can start a YouTube channel. Like if you have your own business, you can use your business and put it onto YouTube. If you a teacher, you can do YouTube. It's so many things you can do on YouTube. I'm not just talking about YouTube. I'm just talking about anything. Like if you want to invest in real estate, you can invest in real estate. That's what I want to do as well. I'm doing this, and I also want to invest in real estate, right? I really, you know what I'm saying, I'm really trying to get to it, y'all. Like that's why I'm locked in, bro. I'm locked in. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I love my 9 to 5. I love my job. You know what I'm saying? It has great benefits, right? I have great benefits for my job, and I get paid decent amount of money, right? Especially when I pick up overtime like I did today. I picked up overtime, right? So, but you have to at least start trying. You know what I'm saying? You just got to have a leap of faith. Stop caring what people think about you, and have a leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? God not gonna bless you, man. For being afraid. You gotta be brave. You gotta be like, man, F what people think, bro. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this because this is what God called me to do with my content. I know people are making fun of me right now for doing content, but I don't give a damn. People that I went to school, I don't give a damn. Let them think what they want to think. That's why I don't even talk to nobody I went to school with. I don't talk to none of them fools, man. You know what I'm saying? I just deleted most of them off my social media, right? I remove people as followers. I block, I added people on Snapchat and all that stuff. I'm like, I don't need them. I block numbers, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to deal with, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, have my haters just watch me all the time. And, you know what I'm saying? There's a boundary I have for myself. My haters just disrespect me. I'm like, man, I had to get rid of them. I had to delete them all social media and their numbers. So I had to do what's best for me, for my peace, man. Protect my peace, right? But you have to have a leap of faith, man. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't work out, then, and that's why, and here's another thing. Don't quit your 9 to 5, right? Don't quit your 9 to 5. Like, you can with my content, I'm doing my 9 to 5 and I'm doing YouTube, right? I plan on, staying in my 9 to 5 for at least 10, 15 years. That's the goal. If I retire from it, that'll be great. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, You know, I'm sitting on a pension right now. Like, I could be coming home with a pension, you know, sitting on a pension when I'm retired from my job, right? So my job has great benefits, man. I love my job, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not leaving my job anytime soon. I love my job. So I'm not leaving my job anytime soon, right? But while I'm doing it, while I'm working the job, I'm gonna start my YouTube, and then I'm gonna start investing in real estate. So I can, you know, I have something looking forward to outside of that. But you gotta have a leap of faith, man. But if it doesn't work out, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, again, everything, you know what I'm saying? It probably wasn't meant to be. It probably wasn't meant to be, but at least you tried. A trying man is just as great as a hard working man. I'm gonna say that again. A trying man is just as great as a hard working man. If you trying to, you know, if you trying, I respect it. For real. I respect people that try. That try. But you know, if it doesn't work out, it wasn't meant to be. All right. Just you know, just have a leap of faith, man. Believe, you know, believe in yourself, man. We gotta start believing in ourselves, right? Stop caring what people think about you. All right. But anyways, man, let me know what y'all think of this video, man. If you gathered great information out this video, if you got, you know, if you gathered some knowledge from this video, I would like you to subscribe to the channel, man. Great, it would be greatly appreciated, man. We're on a journey to success together, man. You know, great things take time, right? So, man, please subscribe to the channel. That'll be amazing if you're new to it. And I'll see y'all in the next one.